Hello, gamers. This is DAndH, and welcome to back to SkyBlock Quickcarpet. You'll notice there's a lot less cobblestone in here. I'm going to talk about that. And I'm calling this SkyBlock Quickcarpet. This has been SkyBlock 1.14, but I'm going to talk about that too. So I have been working on the SkyBlock library, Sky Library. I don't know. I'm still not done with it, and obviously I'm time-lapsing it, so you should be able to see that, which is good. But some exciting stuff. So while I was building that, I had wandering traders spawning on that platform, and the first one that spawned had acacia saplings. So that was the last tree type. Obviously, I have oak, jungle, birch, dark oak, spruce, and then now I have acacia. That was the last tree type I didn't have. Now I have acacia. I'm starting to collect the acacia wood. So that was great. I have all of the tree types. And then while that guy was still on there, another wandering trader spawned, and he happened to have melons. So I now have melons over here growing also. So that was the last really seeded thing. I have berries. I have I'd gotten wheat and pumpkin, or wheat and bleh, and potatoes, carrots, but I'd also gotten the beetroot seeds, the pumpkin seeds. Now I have the melon seeds. So that's the last of those things. But then a little bit later on, a third wandering trader spawned, and lo and behold, finally he had lava buckets. So, I mean, this has got to, I don't know how many have spawned, and I finally got lava buckets. Now, again, I knew that this was going to be limited. These were like 16 emeralds each, but I have a ton of emeralds. That really wasn't the problem. But I maxed him out. I could only buy 9 lava buckets. So that is not enough to make a nether portal. You need 10 minimum. Now, I do have 1 lava source in there, obviously, but I'm not going to use every single lava. So I still need another trader. Plus, I want an enchantment table. I want chicken. I want some other things, but yeah. So I'm stoked. I'm really stoked to finally have received, hey buddy, a wandering trader with a lava bucket trade. That in fact just happened, and I decided I wanted to film this to let you know. In fact, he might still even be over here. I'm still working on this time lapse, and I haven't done a lot of the detail work in this. I've just been kind of building it out. Yeah, he is still out here, the wandering trader guy. And I looked up if there was a way to make them refresh their trades. That would be really nice with these lava buckets. But yeah, it's not. I mean, there's an X on it. He won't. This one actually also had acacia saplings. I bought the acacia saplings off an earlier one. So 2 with the acacia saplings in very quick succession. I also accidentally bought 4 pumpkins off of him when I was trying to do that. And then I did buy some of the flowers. Sometimes I buy some of their other trade stuff if they're only an emerald. I mean, I can get these, I think, by growing them in flower forest. But yeah. Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it for the lava bucket trade. So that was nice. I have this path that I'm going to build along the outside of this thing. So I'm still working on it. I do want to do more detailed work on this, but and I don't know how much of that is going to make it into the original time lapse. But let's go ahead and take a look. So this is where I'm going to move all of the librarian paper trading villagers. So if we come in here, basically this has a lot of these rooms. So I'm going to section these rooms off with, there's 2 on the thing. Huh. Nah. Oh, yeah. I guess I knew that. Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna section these off with the gates so that they can't get in and out. And so inside these, I'll have in here probably 4 lecterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then through here I'll just leave this open, and in here I'll have 4 beds, like 2 on the sides and 2 each here, so I can have up to 4 villagers in each one. And, you know, I'll section them off like, oh, this one will have, let's say, an infinity book or infinity and something else, you know, whatever. And so I'll know exactly, hey, if I want an infinity book or a mending book or whatever, this is the one that I'll go into. And then in the center here, I'll have kind of a bigger area that has some villagers in here, where I'll probably have just paper trades, not necessarily like if I want to come in and just trade a bunch of paper for emeralds, I'll have that in the center section, plus like a breeding area. And then in the center, I plan on having a circular staircase that then juts off to the sides. Up into this area, which is like the loft area, and I'll add this looks down into each, and so there's those rooms are all the same basically, and there's like 7 on each side, and then 4 on the back, so there's 18, I guess, and then there's these 2 bigger rooms on each corner, and I don't know what I'm going to do with those specifically. Probably not have villagers in them, might make them into kind of reading room areas or whatever. And then I'll have this loft and I'll put up some kind of probably railings and things like that. I don't know. And then I'm obviously going to have a roof. I haven't done that yet. And it's going to be made probably out of the smooth stone. This stuff, nope. This stuff with the half slabs. And then some glass too. I bought some glass and I smelted some glass. I also still have to put glass up in the in those windows. But yeah. So so that's what this is gonna look like, and I'm still working on it. And then there'll be a couple doors. So I still have to put glass in here too, huh? Yeah. Fair enough. In some of these, it doesn't go all the way over, and I'll probably try to make some statue things over here along the side. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about getting the lava. I guess I'm not gonna spend it all on a nether portal, obviously, but I can do some of the other stuff. I can do an iron farm with a lava blade, which I'm thinking I'm gonna put over there. We'll see. I'm gonna probably do. They're all going to bed now. I'm gonna probably do. I guess I could do an enchantment table because that will only take up 4. And I might try to do a better cobblestone generator. One of the automatic cobblestone generators. I think I needed 5 or 6, like maybe 6. Although I don't need, maybe at least 4. I could again spend that lava really quickly. That's crazy, but yeah. So a lot of plans. So at the beginning of this, I said I was going to start calling this SkyBlock Quickcarpet. And I want to talk about why really quick. So I've been calling this series SkyBlock 1.1 Floor. Now, that's true-ish. I mean, I'm in 1.14 right now. But that's not the best description for a couple of reasons. One is that there are other Skyblocks that use 1.14, like SkyBlock 4 by Dr. Trog or whatever is another Skyblock version that uses 1.14. And so it's not only the only Skyblock 1.14. Also, though, the Quickcarpet stuff is on the website now up to 1.15. So 1.15 just came out on I don't know when you're seeing this. You're probably seeing this, I'm going to guess, like the 23rd, maybe? I don't know. So yeah, on the 10th was when Minecraft 1.15 came out. The Quickcarpet stuff seems to be updated to 1.15, and the Skyblock stuff seems to be updated to 1.15. I have not personally updated yet. I don't know. I also run... this is running on Fabric. I also have Optifine installed. I don't know if that's on 1.15 now. I also have Bounding Box mod installed, which I showed before. I don't know if that's 1.15. So, like, if I look out over here, you'll see bounding boxes and things. So I don't know if that's been updated. I also have what other mod do I, or, modification thing do I have? I think I have one other. Oh yeah, the replay mod, duh, to do like the time lapses and stuff. So I don't know if that's been updated either. And so, I want to make sure everything is good and make a backup. I usually make backups of the world pretty regularly anyway, but make a backup and get everything up and running before I go over to 1.15. But that would be a good goal. And so then, this wouldn't be 1.14 anymore either. And really the only update is bees. And I think the SkyBlock version for 1.15 has a way to get bees, because in regular Minecraft, I think they only generate with initial terrain generation. So I would need some mode of getting them. Now, for a brief time in one of the mod packs, you could get them by growing trees in a flower forest biome and maybe a few other biomes. And I know where there is a flower forest biome that I plan on making a grass platform. But yeah, so that is my plan, is to update to it. Hopefully I can get bees through it. But so far, that is okay, good. There. I'm starting to get some sugarcane now collected up, so I have these 6 chests, so 7 and a little bit more. And then I probably need to slaughter the cows again. I have a lot of cows there, but anyway. So hopefully that'll work for updating, but I do want to make sure I have everything backed up first, just to kind of know that everything's good. And I want to make sure that there is a reason to update and that I am getting something out of updating. But that is the plan. So I didn't want to just continue to call this 1.14. So I'm going to say SkyBlock Quickcarpet to distinguish that I am right now using the Quickcarpet mod for SkyBlock. I've had a couple people comment in the comments, usually from the time lapses and things, because they don't have as much context or background. They've said stuff like, "Oh, how'd you get all the dirt?" or that kind of thing. Which, yeah, I mean, it's a mod. It's, I guess, technically modded. I don't know. I've always said, oh, they modded the data pack or whatever, but this is technically modded, I guess, although there's not a bunch of mods and there's not a bunch of changes from vanilla, other than you can get some of the things that you couldn't otherwise get in a SkyBlock, like dirt. And I really think that's a cool feature. That's a cool thing. I like the whole premise of modded, but not necessarily modded, but not necessarily mods, right? Not necessarily that different from vanilla. So thank you to this guy, the Wandering Trader. That opens up a lot of stuff for me. I'm really excited about that. Although I am still going to work on finishing this too, obviously, because part of me wanting to build this, so I talked about separating out all these guys, is that I want to really buckle down on getting good trades and getting good enchanted book villagers. Now, I might make my enchanting table too, because, I could then enchant some books or some equipment and try to get my own good enchantments. See, I can't get diamonds, actually, although I can get diamond tools that are partially enchanted, and then strip enchantments off of them using... Can you not do anything with this? Huh. You can do it with these, though, right? Yeah, repair and disenchant. Do you do anything with the lecterns? You can't right-click on it. I don't know. But so I have a bunch of these guys. Like, so this one has paper. But he has an infinity book, which is great. So, I'd want to separate him out. And actually only 7 emeralds in a book. That's a pretty good trade. This guy has Bane of Arthropods, which I could give 2 craps about. Is this the infinity book? Yeah, that guy is. One of these guys has mending, but I have to search through everybody to find ones, and I want to section off, like I said, guys that are just paper with nothing else. Curse of Binding is useless. Quick Charge. That's for bows, right? Boy, it's been a long time. So Quick Charge 3 is cool, although maybe not even bows. It might be crossbows. I bought and combined a bunch of bows. Or no, I didn't buy. I combined a bunch of the broken bows I had to make this from the skeleton drops. So, but I could put an infinity one on this and wouldn't have to use up the trillions of arrows I have. Anyway, was aqua affinity, which is not terribly useful, but this is the see this then you over here, right? Aqua affinity, protection 3. You know, so I could put that on armor. I haven't really worn armor. Son of a oh, what was that? Looting 1. That's good. There's another guy with looting, though. So looting 2, and fortune 1. So that's a pretty good guy, right? Looting 2 and fortune 1. So even if I have to trade up to get better ones. So this guy, depth strider, flame, punch, and thorns. You know, I mean, I love Depth Strider in vanilla. I don't know, you know, I don't run into a lot of water out here, although I need to build a big lake. I always build big lakes in this thing. This is the looting guy. So, yeah, but I just want to separate these people out so that I'm easier trading with them, easier identifying them, and then get more people. I want Silk Touch, definitely need Silk Touch, so I need to work on that. And I could try to get one of, like, the toolsmiths, which I plan on building an area for these toolsmiths. So, like, this guy has efficiency tools. I could theoretically find one with Silk Touch. So, yeah, you know, but if I can separate people out, and I plan on making a toolsmith, like, this is just going to be for the paper guys, right? But I plan on making, like, a toolsmith area somewhere in here or over here. I plan on making one for farmers. Most of my emeralds have come from farming things. Like, these guys have trades for carrot or pumpkin or potato, some of these other guys, you know? And so, yeah, that is how I get most of my emeralds. So, you know, if I can separate them out and breed a bunch more of those guys into some area, you know, that really is going to be how I build this up. And then I'll have them in separate areas, so I won't be as worried. I talked about I sectioned these two guys off because if some kind of zombie infestation came, I don't want it converting everybody accidentally. Yeah, I need to do more with this butcher that's in here, too. Anyway, so... So yeah, and then although this is nice that it spawns all of these iron golems, I don't exactly... If I start to separate people out, they won't quite spawn in this density, and that's been nice for gathering iron. But I'm gonna make a farm now because I have lava, so I can make a lava blade. Yeah, so screw that. I don't have to. See, I've been coming in here with arrows and whatever, and just, you know, my Power 5 bow and shooting these guys down. At like 5 hits each to get iron, which is nice because I've been getting iron, but it's a lot of work manually, and I have to make sure it's not that hard to make sure I'm not attacked by them. They're slow as balls, but if I even get hit one time by these guys, I die because I am not wearing armor. So, and I should start wearing armor. Partially that was due to just me not, because I have leather armor, and I could, you know, level an armor smith. What do I need for the armor smith? I don't know. And I have full-on leather armor and some enchanted, but partially I've just been not wearing armor because of the time lapses I've been doing. But, you know, I do have some of that stuff. So I have these bows that I taught. So I have a lot, like, combining power 2 bows can make power 3, power 4. I went all the way up to power 5, and, you know, and having unbreaking on some of them. That was how I got this, and it was full at one point, and now it's that low, mostly from killing iron golems. And yeah, I could put an infinity book on it, which I probably will just because, but I mean, truthfully, arrows are not a problem whatsoever, right? All of these bottom 3 rows, so 12 double chests plus this one, and most of that one. So 15, almost 15 double chests full of arrows. This is still running. This is still a drop farm. Stuff falls down into here, goes into these and fills up. I clean these out relatively quickly, or not that long ago. And actually, this one always fills up faster than this one. I don't know why. So anyway, good stuff. But I'm really excited about having acacia, melon, and at least some now lava buckets. Yeah, do I want another row of lava buckets here from the guy? Absolutely. I am not, done. And even then, even a whole nother row of lava buckets, that's still, so 10 would be a portal, and then 4 for an enchanting table. That would leave me then 4 to maybe have 1 lava blade and expand my cobblestone farm. So even then, that's not really as many as I'd want. And I don't remember if this mod pack is the one that has, like, you can turn obsidian into lava if you surround it with lava. That might be a thing. Again, I was wrong about the husks. So that might be a thing, but the problem is I don't have access to obsidian. You can go to the end and get obsidian from, I think the end pillars still spawn in obsidian, so maybe you can mine those out. But to get to the end, I need to get to the nether to get blaze rods, so I then need at least 10 of these buckets to get to the nether. It's just a whole process. So I don't have enough to do what I want to do. Look, and I'm stoked because it's been forever to even get these 9, but and so I don't want to sound ungrateful, quote unquote, but I need more lava. Hopefully it doesn't take another 50 village wandering traders to spawn before I get my next lava bucket trade, because that has been the most frustrating part of this. And look, granted, that wouldn't even be available in normal vanilla SkyBlock, so kudos and blah, blah, blah. I know I probably shouldn't complain. And this is finally filled up by if I had to wait for that for a water source. Of course, I slept through a lot of rain and stuff. If I were really waiting for a water source, I'd have not slept through rain. But anyway, gathering wood, and I don't have a ton of acacia yet, obviously, and so you saw that I was using a lot of regular wood in there. I need to do more detail work. I need to kind of change up some of the wood types and do railings. So I have this jungle wood. I have a fair amount of jungle wood. I have a lot of birch. So dark oak is over here. And now spruce, which is good. And now I have acacia, and I'm gathering a little bit of acacia. So I just started with that. Although these grow pretty quickly and they do a lot of sapling. So, and in fact, I need a stack of saplings in my sapling area now that I think about it. So, yeah. I've been trying to keep and the pumpkins too, huh? Or the pumpkins, the melons too, huh? I've been trying to keep a stack of these things separate just in case. So if I go through here, so these are growing pretty quickly too, and I'll just gather 1 row of them because that's going to be more than enough. See, and they already started to grow back. Okay, so then we'll come down here. I could probably keep the lava down here too. It doesn't really matter. As long as I know where it is, that's fine. But so in this chest, which the cat loves to get on, so we have now all of the saplings in stacks, and basically all of the other stuff. So I need cocoa beans, and I don't think so. I set up a fishing farm to try to get those, but I don't think that is a workable thing in the Java version. I don't know. I have trouble telling exactly with what the wiki says, but yeah. So I need to find a way to get cocoa beans. I don't think there's a good way to get clay in this skyblock, but yeah. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna go. I'm just starting to ramble here. Oh, I've been collecting cactus too. I don't know if I showed that. I had all these, and I could replace the red sand with white sand or yellow sand or whatever it is. I don't know. I had bought the red sand off of a wandering trader. And again, I don't know if you can get red sand because I tried combining red dye with sand and it didn't seem to do anything. Maybe I had the wrong quantity or whatever. I don't know, but yeah. So I need to do more detail work on this map and build stuff. I have just mostly been collecting resources, mostly been waiting for more lava. I'm, like I said, so stoked about at least getting some finally. Probably my first, since I cannot build another portal anyway, I mean, other than using every single lava source I have, plus the one for mining cobblestone, which I'm certainly not going to do. So probably my first priority is going to be building see, and I have tons and tons of chickens. Like, I could walk by this, and just walking by the outside edge, I will pick up eggs on par with that. Crazy. But yeah, so probably my first priority will be building an iron golem farm, an automatic iron farm, because then I can really start to collect a lot of iron on here, and that'll be useful for trading with villagers, because then I can trade up some of the toolsmiths and stuff to really get their trade level pretty high. Yeah, but I am gonna go. I'm excited. Stay tuned. More to come. And as always, gamers, have a good evening, day, and night. Minecraft, time-lapse, mob traps, world maps, cat naps, rap tracks, perhaps. You'll tune in and watch the hijinks, and if you like, click the up and subscribe links.